This is my new intro. This is my new background. And this is Rec Radio. And this is Jess Paul. Do you notice something new in the frame? That's right, I'm wearing something green. On Rec Radio, no more terrible chroma key background that I never got right. Never. Even this year, I never got it right. Yeah, I'm way too excited about this. I spent like an entire evening like putting this window on here. The bars might be bent, but I think it looks pretty cool. Last week on my video, Red Flag City Story Time, that's not what it's called, we spun on Rec Radio, probably got more excited about making this background than anything. And by the way, if you missed last week's episode, they don't expire on YouTube. You can watch them anytime you want. Fun fact, we're not done with the background yet, by the way. When I first started Rec Radio, back in 2009, a decade ago into my childhood, I, photoshopped a window onto a bright city, and that was my background. I picked Los Angeles. For the first third of, Rec Radio's run, I had, Los Angeles as a background. Then I moved to a Pittsburgh background because, who am I kidding, I was from Pittsburgh. And now, thanks to Amazon and a bunch of electrical tape, I have my forever screen now. I swear to God, I'll probably only use this, 2 to 3 times max in my life, and it will have done its job, I guess. But now let's rock and roll into the music news. I never said that before, and it felt pretty good. Who else to start a Rec Radio episode with but the boss? Bruce Springsteen has released a new clip from his movie Western Stars. This is a documentary film following the journey of the making of the album of the same name as the documentary. And you can now listen to Sundown with its full orchestra performance in view. The film premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival, and now it will be playing at Fathom events across the country this month, October. And Tegan Sara's new book debuts at number 15 on the New York Times Bestsellers List already. The book follows as our favorite Canadian LGBT twin sister rock duo as they write alternating chapters reminiscing on drugs, heartbreak, and rock and roll. That'd be something on my Christmas list if I read books. Kids stay in school. In music video news, Freddie Mercury's previously banned Living on My Own video is released to the web. Vampire Weekend and Haim play This Life live in Los Angeles. And Third Eye Blind, as you guys know, one of my favorite bands, has new music and a new music video called Screamer. And in my professional rock and roll critic review, I feel like this song is kind of a spiritual sequel to Jumper. I know that's a very superficially known song. I'm not a fake fan. I just think that over time, since I listened to Third Eye Blind so much because I love them, they have this ongoing thread, this ongoing theme of self-acceptance and just fight to live in this world, That emo part of me just really appreciating it. But check out the video, it's pretty cool, and it really reflects kind of the same themes of the song. You get kind of the same visuals, and Jess Paul approved. Am I really going to steal that from Jeffree Star? And now let's bring back one of our vintage segments, Pete Wentz Watch! Yeah, the very old fans will remember that segment. It was a parody of Philip DeFranco's Forever YouTube fan, Megan Fox Watch, and 2019, Pete Wentz is still kind of relevant, so let's talk about him. FOB are coming around with hella mega tour with Green Day and with Weezer. This tour was announced to us in the form of a live stream on YouTube that was super awkward, where it looked like every single band member in the bands that were standing there in the frame were told to come to the same address at the same time, but weren't told why. FOB is also about to release Greatest Hits Volume 2, and at the same time, they dropped the single Dear Future Self, Hands Up. It's definitely a poppier version of Fall Out Boy. And to just sandwich that in, Pete Wentz just being out and about with his new long hair.
I know I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but
he looks comfortable with himself. You've got new songs from Sufjan Stevens with Caravela? Okay. Carly Rae Jepsen covers No Doubt's Don't Speak, Anti-Flag presents to us Christian Nationalist, and Big Thief gives us Forgotten Eyes. Now, my policy for giving you like announcements or stories for Wrecked Radio was always that if I ran across a story of a band I'd heard, then I would talk about it. That's a terrible policy to have, especially now more than ever, because I am way out of touch with music land. You have no idea. When my Spotify Discover Weekly is my new source of new music, some things are from like 10 years ago, yet they're like kind of like new to me. That's a weird place to be. So this time I chose 2 artists that I have never heard of before. Can you guess which one of them it is? I'm not necessarily a fan of both of them, but you know. That's the beauty of Wrecked Radio. We talked about bands that were kind of all in the same category. We shared new finds with each other, you know, and let's do it again. In the comments below, what band should I be listening to? What band are you going crazy about? Do that, like, comment, subscribe, whatever the bell does, you know, do that. And comment down below, the band you can't get enough of. If I get 20 likes, I will give you a 3 secret bands of mine bonus video. Well, you know what? Still give me 20 likes, but I'm gonna give you that next week. That's fun. Double Wrecked Radio. Are you guys happy with that? I hope you are. As I said on my last video, which you should go watch, Wrecked Radio is the kind of the place where I started, and I feel like right now in my life, I'm just going to new heights, and I wouldn't be here without YouTube. And without, hey, like, you who watched me, like, literally 10 years ago. That's cool. I feel like that's really cool, and it's special. And YouTube's so special that way. But, have a great week. Until I see you next. The best one you can. We don't always have things that are in our control, but I hope it still goes well. It's a good week. And, I'll talk to you next week.